What's up, guys? This is Mike Loris with game number 2 between VP now on the Radiant and No Tide on the Dire. VP took game number 1 pretty convincingly. I mean, No Tide had some pretty good teamfight setups, but really just couldn't follow through and translate those teamfight setups into giant teamfight victories, which is because VP just had too much of an advantage early on. They just got a little bit too much in the early game farm and the early game kills, and then they got very early items out that let them tank through all the damage that Tidehunter could throw at them. So we're going to see if No Tide could tie it up in this set, or if VP are going to take it 2-0. Ban's looking pretty normal. VP really respecting Admiral Bulldog's Lone Druid. They themselves picked up Lone Druid very quickly in the last round. So Lone Druid, I mean, he's always a hero that is a threat. He's pretty much been a threat since he has been in Dota, which is, I feel like, forever. Lone Druid is one of those heroes that I'm pretty sure has been in the game for a long time. He's had like no changes since I've started playing, or like no huge notable changes. I think the Entangle might have been moved, or the Demolish, or something like that. They might have rescaled him, but he's been around forever, and he's always been a threat just because you get two things. Having two things is always better than one. And they also got to respect that Admiral Bulldog, who's, you know, his signature hero is that Lone Druid. But VP, they're going to go for Magnus Gyrocopter as well as the Batrider. Batrider, really don't have to make any mention there. It's the top tier hero that you're going to pick over, actually over the Nyx. That's why they had a little bit less bonus reserve time when this game started off. I guess they're deciding whether or not to pick up the Batrider as opposed to the Nyx Assassin. They're gonna, in the end, choose the Batrider. I guess they are figuring the Batrider does have flexibility to go into the mid lane, to go into the jungle, to go into the hard lane if he does find the opportunity to do so. Also, you will have that initiation. Batrider and Magnus, it's a lot of initiating power right there. We're also going to go for the Gyrocopter. Magnus will be able to empower him up a little bit later. Not the tightest of synergies between VP's heroes, except for the fact that they all just have pretty large contributions to teamfight, but last game definitely had a lot stronger as far as their synergy together. No Tidehunter going to open up with a whole bunch of their support lineup. Chen is one of Aki's signature heroes, the Chen Enchantress. Really, he performs well on those heroes whenever he does pick them up. Nyx Assassin picked up just for Nyx Assassin reasons. Get that giant ganking off, lots of utility, and it's just Nyx Assassin. He's what you want to pick up. Nature's Prophet as well with that Chen. The official lane assignment is probably going to be Admiral Bulldog on that. Probably heading towards down towards the bot lane, but I do think he's probably going to end up with the Chen in the jungle, just trying to survive, getting a little bit of farm there. No Tide have yet to pick up their primary carry hero for Loda, and I do like that because, well, No Tide like to run weird heroes. They give Loda like the sniper on occasion. Hopefully we'll see that. I don't know if it's the best idea, but it's exciting. It sure is exciting. No Tide will have a lot of opportunities for early game pushing, which is why VP very smart with that ban out of the Juggernaut. We've seen it time and time again. Lane the Juggernaut on the top lane with some random support hero as well as the Chen. Get a couple points into that healing ward, and then the push is devastating because Chen's creeps just simply don't die. I think No Tidehunter probably would have wanted to pick that hero up, but they're going to have to alter their plans just a little bit. But between the Nature's Prophet as well as the Chen, they should be able to have a decent pushing lineup regardless. VP, they're going to go for the Alchemist in combination with the Gyrocopter. It's going to be an assist Gyrocopter at this point. I mean, mid lane, it's going to be probably Mag. It could be Batrider, but I do think it's going to be Mag mid lane. But on top of that, then they're going to have a little bit of a contest between Gyro and Alchemist to see who's actually going to be the primary farmer. I don't think running Alchemist as a utility kind of stunner is the best idea in any case, really, because I don't really think he's that strong. If you want to play stun, pick up, not Lone Druid, pick up Vengeful Spirit, pick up Sven. I think they do a much better job than the Alchemist, but we'll see. Leshrac is going to be the final pickup from VP. Can get a little bit of pushing themselves, but really they don't have anything to compare to the pushing of No Tidehunter. We're just waiting for the primary carry on them. VP, they do have a good amount of stun, good amount of lockdown, but really their team is probably just going to be playing defensive for the bulk of this game. They just want to get Alchemist as much farm as they possibly can, and with the Alchemist getting farm, with the Gyrocopter getting farm, No Tide have yet to pick up their own carry hero, so that whatever carry hero that's going to be, it's going to be one carry versus two, so the numbers will obviously favor VP, and then Chen does fall off a lot towards the late game, at least in comparison to the other heroes that VP has. So VP just going to play a little bit reserved, most likely, just going to get as much space for the Alchemist as possible, get their Blink Daggers up. That's really the most important thing for them, because once the Mag and Batrider get their Blinks up, then No Tide, they're incredibly squishy. Nature's Prophet, Chen, Rubik, and Nick Assassin all will fall to a Blink initiation from really any of those heroes. Unless, of course, they can get the giant teamfight items up a 9-10 minute mech like VP had last game. That'll help. That'll definitely help. No Tide taking their time. I'm pretty sure what's happening right now is Loda is making his case for why No Tide should pick up the sniper. And you know what, No Tide? I think you should listen to him. I really think you should listen to him. I think it's a good idea. Just go for the sniper, man. It's exciting. You get a lot of pushing because you can max out the shrapnel, and they're gonna go for the Spectre. Loda, you have failed me. Not really, I just wanted to see the sniper, but Spectre's still a very fun hero to watch, don't see it all the time. This definitely is not Team Dignitas, but the Spectre pick. Okay, you gotta ask why, first of all. And what Team Dignitas do with Spectre is they combine that up with the Warlock, where you have a huge amount of AoE damage flowing to just the heroes, because Dispersion Haunt has very good synergy with Fatal Bonds, because any damage that you do will be damage to everyone else. Haunt gets a lot more effective. All your Haunt dispersion illusions gets a lot more effective. Yada yada yada. But No Tide, the only thing I see right now that they would want to pick up Spectre over anything else is the fact that they also have the Nature's Prophet. Really, I don't think that's enough to justify the Spectre, because Spectre, what does Spectre have in the early game? She has a nuke, which is kind of just peanuts. The slow, I guess, sometimes could come in handy, but more often than not, it's not a huge factor. She has very low range, she's very fragile, so she needs a lot of farm to get going. And No Tide, they're going to be going up against an Alchemist as well as a Gyrocopter. As I said before, they're going to be okay with playing the waiting game. No Tide, with this carry, you can't really be that active unless he goes for, like, what, Poor Man's Shield Diffusal? That'll let him be a little bit active, but really not that much, so I'm not convinced that this Spectre pick is actually the best for No Tidehunter. If they wanted to go late game, go for the Anti-Mage or something. Spectre, get the global, I don't know, I really just can't see where this fits in. I mean, if you look at this lineup, this is a lineup that you would see like, what, 4 or 5 years ago, where Spectre was actually really good, but then you'd see like Earthshakers and Vengeful Spirits as well. So I really don't know what No Tidehunter are planning to do with this. Spectre is going to be getting free farm on this top lane, however, so I guess we can't discount that fact. Santa is going to completely abandon that and just go straight to the jungle. They don't have a dedicated jungling hero, so Santa will be able to survive off of these two camps alone. Let's go over who's playing what, actually, before we go any further. Illidan Stormrage Airman is going to be playing that Gyrocopter. KSI with the Haste Rune running about. He's going to be playing the Alchemist on this bot lane, most peculiar. NS is going to be playing Leshrac. Santa, as I said before, the Batrider. Crazy is on that Magnus versus the S4 on the Nyx Assassin. Bottom lane is going to be Admiral Bulldog on the Nature's Prophet. Just scouting everyone out. In the jungle, of course, it's going to be Aki on his signature hero. EGM on that Rubik once again. It's going to start the pulling very, very early, and Loda is on that top lane. So because we are seeing no one on the top lane, don't expect much action to happen down there, and because Admiral Bulldog is so far back on the bot lane, don't expect much action to happen down there either. Okay, at this point, any action that's going to occur is going to happen from the mid lane, or any pushing that's going to come early on from No Tidehunter. But at this point, I would like to talk about the Alchemist and what his purpose is. Because Alchemist has a couple of things going for him in the early game. That's the fact that Unstable Concoction is a pretty decent stun if you manage to shake it up the entire time. He's gone for Brutes as well, so if he's going to start shaking that potion, he's going to throw it pretty much 100%. There's no way for Admiral Bulldog to escape that by running, or I guess he could try to sprout, but it's really not going to be enough. So Alchemist does have that going for him. However, I feel like laning him, or using him as kind of a utility hero like this is really just a huge amount of wasted potential. You see, it does pretty good damage. It's a level 1 nuke, and it did a sizable chunk of damage. Really, is that worth it? It's set up for NS for sure, so NS has been on point with his split earths thus far in this set. Oh, S4 taking a little bit of damage in this mid lane. Does have Impale as well as the Spike Carapace. Should be fine to dodge this. Impale onto Crazy. It's going to be 1 vs 1 duel bottling up, and S4 with the perfect usage of Spike Carapace. Going to kill off Crazy on that mid lane. Very well played by the Nyx Assassin. Oh, but NS sniping the courier. Okay, that would actually favor VP, I would say. Batrider forced out of this top lane after trying to defend against the preliminary push from Aki. Does he have his creep? No, he's going to want to pick up something, but in level 3 on the Chen, the pushing is going to be very mild in this bottom lane. Admiral Bulldog stuck in the trees. KSI going to chuck the grenade. Nailed right up in his face, getting open up the rocket barrage. NS canceling off the teleportation, and Admiral Bulldog getting caught just a little bit out of position. It is 1-1, but we do have to remember that the courier from no Tidehunter is now dead, so no bottle crowing, I'm sorry, from the Nyx Assassin is going to take place at least for another 2 minutes. But regardless, with the double damage rune, he's going to have a pretty easy time versus this mag, especially with the 1 level advantage. But yeah, Alchemist, using him purely as a play stun. And then at that point, you got to ask, why are you using Alchemist as a play stun? Why aren't you using Vengeful Spirit as a play stun? Why aren't you using Sven as a play stun? Why aren't you using anyone else who has a play stun as a play stun? I mean, Alchemist could be a pretty tanky hero later on. Really, usually you see Grievel's Greed Alchemist. Primary farmer Alchemist, get a lot of farm because he amplifies that well into the late game. Get a whole bunch of items, a move into the enemy base, and then win. And this build looks like he's going to max Concoction and Acid Spray. It's going to help pushing a little bit, I guess, but I really don't know. I don't like when people do this. I don't like Alchemist as this kind of hero, because he doesn't have the best stat growth. A lot of the stat growth is kind of like built into the Chemical Rage. It's kind of like how Centaur was when they remade him. Illidan's going to get a little bit behind the tier 1 tower. The Acid Spray is definitely going to help with Flat Cannon. I guess that has a little bit of synergy. Oh, Bulldog. He's going to catch KSI. It's a trap. It's a... not really. KSI with boots once again. Admiral Bulldog without boots. S4 though coming in. Level 5, not yet with that Vendetta. Level 3 on that Impale though. Oh, Crazy. Crazy wants to go for it. Crazy. Oh, Impale is going to catch him. What the hell was that? That was amazing. Run, Admiral Bulldog, run. Oh, 2 stacks. Shockwave, Illidan, Rocket Barrage. 3 stacks. Bulldog dead. That was a kick-ass Impale though. I mean, it didn't really help all that much, but it was amazing. It was freaking cool. Bulldog, I think at this point, is just going to leave. He has his Ring of Basilius. He's going to go straight to the jungle where Aki has been farming, but now he's going to push down the tower with the help of Loda, who's gone for Tranquil Boots first. Still don't know if this is the version where Tranquil Boots is the newer, the old Tranquil Boots, but regardless, you can help him survive just a little bit more. Loda going to rough up Santa just a little bit. What's the skill build? It's actually maxed out Desolate over the dagger. Very interesting. Aki going to get engaged upon by Santa. Does not have his lasso up. Stun going to fly. Hit onto Loda. Aki, though, going to find shelter within the proximity of EGM. And everyone from VP going to fall back on out of there. We see Santa level 4 going very aggressive onto Aki, and Chen really doesn't have any tools to escape that. Loda doesn't have any tools to defend that either. Mid lane. Oh god, I'm just like watching the minimap. I should be watching the top bars. That's what I should be doing. Just eyes up there all the time. That's really a lot harder to do. Bot lane push once again. KSI gonna get lifted up. They wanted to prevent this Alchemist from denying the tower, and they will be successful in doing so. Loda without any mana to chuck the dagger and pursue the chase, but the tower is going to drop, and Loda's going to be the one to get that gold. 1,300. We'll see what he wants to do with this. He's going to go straight for the drums after those Tranquil Boots. But in the meantime, bottom lane, Illidan going to respond in kind, taking down the tier 1 tower of his own. Currently the score is only 2-1, but we do have to remember that S4 is a solo mid Nyx, which means that his ganking is going to be comparatively a lot stronger than normal. First Vendetta usage, though, was a failure, so he's going to return to that lane, try to get a little bit more farm, get that max out on the Impale, possibly a couple more in that Spike Carapace. S4 can return those Shockwaves very easily if he wants to, but I guess he wasn't looking. He was definitely shopping. Admiral Bulldog still on this bot lane, however. He really just doesn't want to go to the jungle. Aki has been farming the jungle pretty well. Level 5 on him. Level 3 Holy Persuasion means that he will be able to use 2 creeps now, which is pretty huge jump from that level 2 Holy Persuasion, which is pretty much not of an improvement at all from the level 1 Holy Persuasion. Oh man, who did this? Who left 1 kobold there? Why would you do that? That is just evil. I guess more Vools are going to respawn, so I guess Admiral Bulldog's going to be okay with that. But now he's completely abandoned that bot lane. Illidan is going to do a little bit of pulling for himself, but you know, he could just go back into this lane and continue farming up. Look at this. Don't have any supports? Do the double pulls by yourself. That creep is going to die very, very hard. Oh, look at the bravery from this creep, though. He really wants to kill these ogres. Not going to do it, though. Illidan's still farming. Going to rush up the BKB. It's not going to help him versus the lasso versus the RP either. What am I talking about? What the hell am I talking about? It's going to help him against everything from no Tidehunter. Oh, this game is so hard. I don't even know. But the BKB will help him a lot. Not against the Vendetta hit, but everything else from no Tide won't really do much damage. We do have a giant smoke up now from no Tidehunter. Server ward from VP. Not going to reveal this fact. And oh, crazy. Crazy, you better watch yourself, because EGM, he's coming. Shockwave from Crazy, lift up into the air, teleporting support as well as coming in. And that guy is more than dead. In the meantime, top lane, Loda, didn't get a soul. What? Okay, this is when we use this function right here. Haunt, can we kill off KSI? Wait. Oh, we got both of them. He's the one who got crazy. KSI! Oh, he was just trying to farm. He had no idea. It was an accidental kill. Loda accidentally killed off the alchemist. He just wanted orange. He just wanted to kill crazy, and he did get it. But 1 point in Haunt, man, that's more than enough to kill off an alchemist. Guys, if you pick up the Vengeful Spirit, that won't be a problem. Definitely not the case, but still, Loda's going to be pleasantly surprised with that, because he didn't have any vision over here. The alchemist was just farming. He was just trying to get a couple more levels up. The joke's on him. He ended up dying, giving it to Loda of all people. You don't want to farm Loda. That is scary. Especially on a Spectre where 2 kills this early on is going to be pretty huge for him. 1,000 gold with drums already up as well as the Tranquils. He's going to be having a very easy time this game. What is he going to want to go for, though? I gotta say, Diffusal. I like Diffusal on Spectre personally, because the Spectre Dagger movement speed is pretty decent, but that Purge just, oh god, the Purge is so good. And he's maxing out Desolate, so he could go for a couple of defensive items, although with drums as well as Tranquils up already, I don't know if he's going to want to invest that heavily into something like a Vanguard. I would expect a Yasha or a Diffusal Blade on this Spectre. Regardless, he's getting free farm on that top lane. Meantime, Illidan, free farm on the bot lane as well. 50 for 4 versus the whatever, 49 for 5. So yeah, pretty much dead even. But you gotta remember that Spectre has 2 free kills. That the Gyrocopter only has 1. Push now from Aki. Almost at level 7 mark on the Chen, which means 3 creeps, which means more pushing, more fun. But right now, he's just holding his Centaurs with EGM on this mid lane. What are these guys doing? Acid spray farming ancients. That's I guess that works. It definitely does work. It's, if you look at acid spray, it's composite, so it will do damage to these things, but you gotta finish these off, because no Tide, they don't really have the best tools to jack those creeps, but still, I guess they just really wanted to go for this gank. They do have the lasso, and they're looking for Loda right now, but they're not going to find him. Loda is very far away. So the smoke is ultimately going to just translate into a push. Aki, though, oh no, they found the ancient stack. And they're going to sentry ward it out. So now VP know that their ancient stack is trouble. They're going to find Admiral Bulldog, though. Blink into a skewer, crazy. He's going to take Admiral Bulldog for a ride. Bulldog is going to die, trying to teleport out of there. Won't be in time. Batrider with the Firefly damage. Going to get that kill. Aki moving up to the top lane, though. I don't think he should really go up here without a lot of support. They do have EGM as well as S4 coming in. They always have Loaded coming as well. There's the Haunt initiation. Going to go straight for NS. Santa going to get stomped once and twice, and he's going to die as well. Loda still on the trail of NS. Tamer Wild going to get lifted up into the air as well as Impale. Loda getting a free kill onto NS. In the meantime, the rest of his team just cleaning up. 3-6. VP overstaying their welcome just a little bit. They should have just all teleported out after that kill, really. Everyone was moving up. They didn't have any vision of it, so I guess it's kind of hard to account for that. But loaded with that initiation haunt is pretty darn good. We'll open a couple of routes for the split push. Oh, the split push. That's, I guess, the reason why I know Tide picking up this Spectre. Although Anti-Mage could still do it better, I think. Split pushing the Spectre. He's farming the bot lane, but he's always a threat on the map with that haunt. Now he has 2,500 gold. He could go for something like a heart. Just straight up rush the Reaver. He's getting some dispersion now, and he already has the Desolate maxed out, which means the very, very soft Leshrac, 500 HP. He's not going to be having the best of times. I really think that VP, what they have to do right now is just finish this stack off. Because the longer they wait here, the more dangerous it's going to be to be contested. S4 going to try to go for solo kill on the KSI. Vendetta hit, Impale, Mana Burn, hit. He might be able to get this with the haste rune. Yes, he will before the teleportation comes in. Santa doesn't have a shot at this at all. No blink dagger on him. And wait, what? Oh, he threw the dagger. Loda, you are so good at last hitting, and then teleported straight to the bot lane. I thought that the Nyx got it with the right click, but no. It was the dagger from Spectre from downtown getting that kill. Another kill for Spectre. Gonna put him at 2,900 gold. Yeah, he's gonna go for a Radiance Rush. This is the old school Spectre's build, but it's 13 minutes in. He almost has his relic, which is pretty good. Like if you had this much gold in a pub 13 minutes in, you're gonna be in pretty good shape. But Loda with 4 kills, 2 assists, another 77 CS on top of that. He's gonna get Tranquils, drums, and then get the relic all before 20 minutes. Absolute insanity coming out from him. And you know how in the beginning I was like, well, I'm not really sure if Spectre can do all these things. Why not pick up someone else? If Spectre gets this much farm, it doesn't really matter because he's going to kill everything anyway. Spectre's going to be incredibly dangerous, and he does have his haunt once he gets a little bit of mana, of course. 3,200. Wait, does he have? Oh, it's a clarity. Look at that. Loda doesn't want to leave at all. S4 going to protect Loda's farm. Loda's going to be bait right now. They want someone to try to jump on him. But S4 actually going to go max out in the mana burn. Get that double mana burn in a fight, but usually you do see Spike Carapace, although usually you do see Nyx Assassin not solo the mid lane. Meantime, the mid lane, been Aki and EGM hanging around here for quite a while, except for that little excursion to the top. Bulldog recovering from his poor early game start with a Hand of Midas. 3 deaths on him. He's been every single kill actually from VP. This time, no Tidehunter looking a lot better than last game. They do have a Spectre who's getting a lot of kills on top of a lot of farm, whereas last game they just had a Lifesteal who's getting a lot of farm. Now, they're also actually contesting VP pretty heavily. Skewering back, Tam Wild lifted up right in the middle of that, trying to burst polarity, not going to be enough. Stun's going to fly onto EGM, but I don't think that's going to be enough to let him survive. No good skills stolen by EGM, so we can't actually go for this one. The Impale attempted by Nyx Assassin, cancelled off by that Flame Break. But picking off the mag, picking him up mid-skewer, well played by EGM. Now they're going to go straight for the Tier 1 tower. Now I guess something that the Alchemist does offer that Sven and VS don't is this counter push with the Acid Cloud. You see it's doing some pretty good damage. The minus armor versus the creeps really, really good as well. But with these Centaurs and the Satyr both, I mean, they could just go straight forward. There's the Blink Forward from Santa looking for Lasso. He's going to get impaled as well as lifts up in there. Can they go for the Santa kill? There's the Skewer Forward from Crazy. Going to get a 2-man RP plus the Concoction going to follow up as well. But the Hand of God keeping everyone alive. Crazy taking an awful lot of damage. Call down's going to fly. Going to hit onto Aki once. Aki, though, is going to be brought down by the Alchemist with the help of Leshrac. There's another another Shockwave flying through. EGM going to take another stun. Here comes more teleportation point. It's going to be Loda. Does he have Haunt? He does not. He does not have Haunt. He's going to throw a dagger, though. Going to try to go for Illidan, where Admiral Bulldog can go toe-to-toe. Illidan doesn't have any more damage coming out of him. He does have Lifesteal, though. Admiral Bulldog can't fight against the Lifesteal. He will trade his life in the end. 6 for 10. And this Gyrocopter just man-moding up versus this low damage output of Nature's Prophet. Helm of the Dominator, man. Helm of the frickin' Dominator. Keeping him alive and really letting him get that kill without just getting picked off. But Spectre coming in, going to get another kill, another assist, I believe. Well, 503 is the score. He does have his Relic 16 minutes in with Tranquils with drums. And Spectre is an incredibly potent threat. That's the best fight that VP have taken thus far in this game. Using the RP, using the Alchemist for that Acid Spray. Does some pretty good damage. But Alchemist, it doesn't have anything to scale himself in the late game. I guess you could count on Grievel's Greed to help him recover and be kind of an averaged farm hero into the late game, but I don't know. I still don't like it, and I don't think I'm going to like it anytime soon. There's the blink initiation that they wanted, but instant impale from S4. Going to Vendetta closer in, and here comes the Spectre. Who's he going to go for? Loda going to reality right behind that Lestraki, going to kill him in an instant, and Loda does not get the desolate damage from this fight, but he's going to get stunned as well. But here comes Aki, going to send Loda back straight away. Probably a mistake. However, Loda is still going to pressure them back, and he's going to save all of his money for that Radiance, which you will have in just a little bit after purchasing up that teleportation scroll. 3 down for VP. This Batrider simply has not been able to get the initiation he wants, and Magnus 054 on him. Very, very quick fingers from S4 really helping out, and the Blink Dagger also going to help with that as well. As soon as someone gets lassoed, they've been going for EGM the entire time, but hey, lasso Rubik, you don't have the Force Staff yet, Batrider. You're not going to have it for a very long time. So blink into Impale, and that Rubik's not going anywhere. Batrider disabled versus Rubik disabled. I mean, at best for VP, that's a wash. Now S4 Vendettaing once again. He wants blood in this mid lane, and Crazy looking like an awful juicy target. This is going to be Magnus stakes tonight. Although, possibly the Gyrocopter? Does S4 have enough damage to do this? He's level 12. It's going to be risky. He's going to go for it anyway, it looks like. He doesn't have Haunt support. No, he doesn't. Yeah, you don't have enough damage for this, man. Fade Bolt gonna fly through. Oh, there we go. EGM managed to close the distance with Admiral Bulldog teleporting in. Easy snipe off on the primary carry of VP. I forgot about the Nature's Prophet. More than enough damage at that point. S4 at level 13. He's starting to get really, really scary. Blink Dagger in favor of Dagon, which unfortunately, I think Blink Dagger is a good item. It's a lot better item than Dagon, but it's not as fun. That's the thing. So I'm all for the fun. Now S4 and EGM possibly going to engage on this mid lane where Crazy is stuck in the trees. Double Centaur Stomp. He does have the Skewer to get himself out of here, but the nuke as well as the Radiance Burn will kill him off. Goodbye again. Rubik can kill off Batrider. Meantime, one more mana burn, killing off Leshrac. And 4 down, 5 down, as Loda still on the top. That was just Haunt? Are you kidding me? That was just Haunt. He was going for Alchemist the entire time. It's 7 to 18. It's not looking good for VP. 18 minutes Radiance is pretty darn good, especially with all these other items. 807 on the Spectre, and no Tide. They're just playing this out absolutely perfectly. The pushing wasn't that intense for them. The tier 1 on the bottom is still alive. But who needs pushing when you have so much global aggression on this map? Constant threat of teleport from Nature's Prophet. S4 always spotting everyone out. And then, of course, can't forget about Loda, who's packing the Radiance now, and he's probably going to go for a Heart. I gotta say that No Tide looking very, very good in this game, especially since they keep on picking off these hard carries from VP. The 0-6 on the Magnus. Blink Dagger is not going to come up for a very, very long time. And right now, No Tide just going to go straight for Roshan. They don't have enough damage to... Actually, they have Edict. That'll help a lot, actually. They have Centaurs. They have double damage on the Nyx. That'll do it. So they'll take down this Roshan with the Edict from EGM. Loda still in his top lane. 45 seconds until he has his Haunt, but he's not going to wait around for that. Unfortunately, the Arcane Boost just popped off from EGM, so no mana for you, Spectre. I'm sorry. But he wants his Aegis, and he's most likely going to get it. VP, they could try to contest this with the Skewer RP. It's very easy to land such things in the Roshan pit. But really, is it going to be enough? I don't know, because Loda's going to have his double life. There's no way that VP could go in on this. Not sure if they know or if they're just unwilling to go in, but regardless, Roshan is down. Spectre with an Aegis. VP possibly want to fight, but S4 with a double damage rune. Oh, Vendetta hit messed up, but he's going to go for Crazy regardless. There's Spike Carapace as well. Loda not really carrying that much, and the last he's going to bring EGM closer to the enemy team. There's the Skewer forward. RP killing off EGM, but that's it. Didn't hit anyone else. Chen's still alive. Popped off everything that he has. Loda's coming in. Here's the godlike streak. He's going to go straight for Crazy. Radiance burning and kill him off, burning him down. Santa on the run. The Firefly is going to let Spectre know exactly where he is, and he's okay with just running into that Firefly. He's trying for the jukes, but it's a triple kill simply with the Radiance burn. 9 to 21, didn't lose the Aegis, lost the Nyx, but he was the first one to drop as well as EGM, kind of leading the fight, whereas the rest of No Tide following up a little bit further behind. But regardless, it worked out, so no harm, no foul for the No Tide to decide on VP. Caught a little bit off guard by that. They did take down a couple heroes, but this Magnus is just really eager to get rid of his ultimate, and you kind of understand why. He's been killed every single fight. He wants to just get that ultimate on cooldown. But catching one and killing one with it and hitting no one else, I'm not sure if that's exactly the best use of that ultimate. But really, there wasn't any other opportunity. With Skewer as your only initiation spell, you can't really afford to be too picky. You just gotta go for it. But still, it's 9-21. The gold advantage and experience advantage, as expected, to be vastly in favor of No Tide. They're just going to play the patient game. They have the Spectre, and they have the Spectre leading very, very far ahead of all the other heroes on the map. The Gyro is not too far behind, but uh-oh, Gyro. No. Loda is not going to even waste his time with the Gyrocopter, because Rocket Barrage hurts, and I guess he doesn't want to deal with that. I feel like he could have killed him off, though. He is merciful, though. He's going to go for his Manta Style. Keep in mind, the illusions do get that Desolate, as well as they get the Mana Burn. The Radiance Burn, I'm sorry. They also do get Mana Burn, if he does get that. Oh, NS. Oh, you do not want to be there. Do they have a gem? Do they have True Sight? They're acting like they do, but they really don't. And S4, is he going to go for it? Who's he going to be? Is he going to be Magnus again? I think it should be Leshrac. Oh, it's going to be Leshrac. Instantly killed. And Loda coming with the snipe once again, leading the charge. Santa's going to bail out of there. EGM trying to get a telekinesis on someone. Loda is stunned up. Skewer out from the Magnus, going to keep him alive, as well as the Flame Break. Keep everyone from No Tide back. 25 seconds down. Leshrac, very easy pickoff for S4. And Loda with a snipe off. Normally I would say KS, but that's what you got to do as Spectre. You got to KS with the Haunts. The more you KS, the better you are. Now the tower is going to be under siege. VP, they do have the Acid, they do have the RP. No Tide, they can't be too over-aggressive with this one. Especially since Aki only has one creep under his control. Loda taking both call-down missiles. No shits were given that day. And Aki just going to take another Wilkin. Not bad, actually, for this situation when you're sieging. Get that tornado going. Get that high ground vision. It's very, very useful. Oh, crazy. Got to be careful with that. Blink into Impale. You got to watch out for that initiation. Still, the push continues. Oh, are they going to go for it? No, they're going to get lassoed, actually. Santa bringing S4 way back into his team. Everything's being burnt. There's a two-man RP. Loda is there as well as S4, but the RP stolen in retaliation by EGM. Beautiful play there. 2 down for VP. Illidan trapped in the Sprout, and he's getting right-click down. He can't really do anything to combat this, aside from just hope to run. S4 breaching the high ground, possibly Loda, though, is still on the high ground. He's going to catch Illidan, and the dagger as well as chasing him down will kill him off. Holy shit, streak onto Loda. Another Impale onto Crazy is brought back into this game. He's going to die for the second time. Loda with a double kill. 80 HP. Still has his Aegis. Going to burn it for that free heal. 927. The one to survive is that Gyro. And now Loda, back from the dead. 3,900 gold. And he's going to go straight for Illidan. It's like, I spared your life last time, but not again. Not again. Flame breaks, everything's going to fly, and they do have the Acid in 2 seconds, which will help this a little bit. No Tide, they're just going to blink straight forward, kill off NS in an instant. But how's Loda getting all these last hits? If this was me, I would be like 0-0-26 right now. Santa going to get killed as well as they all fly in one at a time. KSI going to get sprouted up. Loda going to run right through that Sprout. He's going to actually trade his life, but buying back, Manta Style completed in pretty much one shot. Now he's just waiting for a haunt target. 095 on the Magnus. I don't know what VP are trying to accomplish. Magnus going to get dragged right back. Here comes the haunt as the illusion gets scared back. Surprise reality. Now Crazy's going to get worked down by Admiral Bulldog while people impale through. Not going to kill off KSI. No Tide just killing VP one after another after another. And in the end, that's going to result in Raxes at the very least, if not the game. Go. Axes are down, and VP, they give one more shot at this. They do still have the RP. But at this point, I gotta say the Spectre is just way too big right now. Level 20, 25 minutes in. Most net worth in the game. Wouldn't be surprised to see the most experience per minute. Yeah, oh my god. 837, that's insanity. Loda, you bastard, that's fucking crazy. Pardon my French. Another tower down, Raxes are gonna fall as well. VP, they just want one more fight, I guess just for their own satisfaction, but it's going to be Santa initiating onto EGM, instantly stunned as well. RP not going to land because Crazy got stunned by the Spike Carapace. RP used once again by EGM, holding Crazy as well as Illidan. Loda is in the middle of everything, taking a little bit of damage, but he's going to pop out the Manta Style and just go to town. Those illusions wrecking that Gyro. And now Spectre leading the charge once again. 2 down for VP. This game is over, ladies and gentlemen. Mana Burn, kill off Leshrac as the last final act of this game. But everyone's going to bail out. No Tide. Kind of returning the favor to VP. Very, very weird pickup with the Spectre, but it worked. It worked. That's the thing that matters. And VP running that Alchemist, not sure if that was exactly the cause of their lost game. I think it was just the fact that Spectre got a couple of too many picks. A little bit of uncareful play by VP with the Spectre on the field. And Spectre went for a full damage build, so you can't really just discount the Spectre. So that is going to be the end of game number 2. We're just going to speed this up. Thanks for watching, guys. Game number 3 is going to come up. Currently tied 1-1. TPL4 is going to draw on. And I'm going to be the one covering it. Or one of the ones covering it. Thanks for watching, guys. GG.